We're back, man.
What up? What up, man? We back again, once again. The
Hell
Russ
yeah.
Parham Show. Back at y'all again. We thank y'all so much for tuning in. What's up, man? You good today?
I'm good, man. Better than ever.
You good? Good. Me
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Good too. You good, Miles? Everything good?
Coming around.
All right, coming around. Okay.
I made
So-
love to a woman this morning. I just
You
want to
know
say that
what?
on the podcast.
That is encouraging.
I'm having a
because
great
it was,
day.
no, because it was a woman that you made love to. Because
yeah.
I'm just saying
I
that the world is, that could have been a whole nother cut.
Yeah.
So
I'm just like a man of detail, though. You know what I'm saying?
And you appreciated her work that she put out
Yeah,
earlier
yeah.
this
She did a
morning.
great job. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, you know what?
Life is good right now, man.
Yes.
I love life. Right
Morning
now.
sex, good
Yeah.
health.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm,
mean,
I'm free. Like
yeah,
I
I'm
got
free.
all this freedom in my life these
Yeah,
days.
so
man.
nothing. Brittany Griner home.
Brittany's
Yeah.
home. Yeah, we good,
I like to
man.
think we had a part in that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we did
yeah.
have a part out free Brittany Griner.
Dude,
if you notice,
I didn't even realize that.
I didn't want to throw it out and say too much on
Yeah.
it, just because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
a
yeah.
humble guy. Didn't want to say too much,
Yeah.
but I did use Putin's name.
Yeah.
Gave him some stuff to think about.
Putin's
she
a
came
friend of
home.
the show.
I leave it at that. Listen,
You're welcome.
Yeah,
You're
it's
welcome.
No coincidence.
yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we got some other craziness, man.
It's always
that
popping
I've-
out there, man.
Yeah, it's always popping, man.
Yeah.
I heard about this thing, Pastor Jamal Bryant. And some of you know him. He dated what was the R&B singer? Her name was it Tink? She used to date kind of like Missy Elliott a little bit. She's a tall girl. She had a hot song out. It's gonna come to me. But he was dating her. I kind of have firsthand knowledge of him because he started in Baltimore.
Oh, really? He's
Yes.
from there.
Yeah, so he had
Yeah.
a mega church in Baltimore, a huge church. There was some controversy about him impregnating one of the flock.
Ooh.
And
Just one?
Well, just one, so we know. Just one, so we know.
Yeah.
So yeah, he impregnated one of the flock,
Yeah.
and he was married at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Then there's that.
See, that'll get you.
Then there's
yeah,
that.
that'll get
Yeah,
you.
so then he kind of lost control of the church.
Yeah.
And he went to Atlanta and kind of got on like reality TV.
Oh, okay.
This is how he started dating this ex R&B star, and she said he was horrible to her.
Mm.
Now the new thing is, because we don't really respect him in Baltimore. Like
Yeah,
even when the
okay.
Freddie Gray riots were happening, I remember him coming down and seeing him and people telling him like, "Man, get out of here."
Yeah, we're over that shit.
Yeah, we don't.
Enough of that.
Yeah, like you only worsen things.
Yeah.
Like-
Some people do, though, man.
So now his new thing is he wants to take, so this church that he has now, it's the one Eddie Long, rest his soul, but he has some dicey stuff. He was like a bishop, black guy,
Mhm.
but he went full Catholic because he was molesting all these black dudes in the church and
Like-
sending them pictures with his workout
Like
stuff on.
adults?
Yeah, like teenagers
Oh,
buying them
yeah.
cars. There was this one guy who
Oh,
brought
shit.
cars and gifts. So it was some molestation
Mhm.
going on in that role. So he had passed away. So now I believe Jamal Bryant
Yeah.
has this church,
Take the
and
spot.
now he's introducing using some of the church land to cultivate cannabis to teach.
Like the property that the church, like the building sits on? Or
Yeah,
like,
the
does
property-
church own some land somewhere?
Yeah, no, the
Like the-
in
like the
the
backyard.
vicinity of the yard. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, shit. So what's his plan exactly then?
he's
Lay it out
saying
for
that
me.
basically, in just reading through some of the things, basically he was saying I basically, and he's been very flexible in his mindset with things.
Mhm.
Some of the things I agree with, and some of them won't. But I'll touch on that. So he was like, basically, he was saying, I smell weed every day. People come to church.
Yeah.
I hug people. I shake hands. They smell like weed. They smoking before they come
I've
to
been
church.
to church high.
Yeah. So, well, God says, "Come as you are."
Yeah.
So,
I'm
I
high.
mean, yeah. So I mean, if that's the condition.
What do you want for it?
still
It's
supposed
basically
to
a
come.
concert. Why would I not get
Yeah,
high at a
it's a
concert?
concert now,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's what I wanted to talk about. So now he wants to introduce cannabis money
Okay.
and run that through the church.
Yeah. Probably
So-
a come up.
Yeah, it's definitely a come up. But
Mhm.
my whole thing when I read this, I had so many feelings and so much that ran through me.
Yeah.
I had to really sit down. I was like, what is your real issue with this, Russ? Like,
Yeah.
honestly, like really talk to
So
me about
do
why
you like
this
it,
would
or do you
bother
kind
you.
of not like it?
I don't like it because the church is too accommodating.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is this: you have to be 21 to buy cigarettes, right?
Right.
There's no flexibility, right?
Yeah.
That's a rigid rule, right?
Yeah.
That's in place, right?
Yep.
So why is God's word in the way he want his church run not? Why do we make things flexible and negotiable when it comes to the way a church should be run?
Yeah.
Church isn't for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
We should never accommodate and make things easy for everyone.
Yeah.
It's a certain way, whether you believe in God or whether you don't. His word is this.
Mm-hmm.
His word has never changed and it never will.
Churches and everyone, the people that it is for, though, they want it. They want it that certain way, though, right?
I want a traditional church. I don't want my church involved in selling cannabis.
Right.
The church has become too much like the world. That's why the first thing you said, church is a concert now, because all you see now is people twerking, jumping around like they having
Everyone's
seizures.
filming on
The
their
church
iPhones
music.
and shit.
Everyone's it's a show. It's a show. It's a show.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting fed because we so worried about, watch this.
Yeah.
Jamal Bryant is one of these pastors that care about full seats.
Yeah.
And not the education and salvation of his people.
Sure.
He care about having a full church.
Mm-hmm.
See, a pastor that's really going to do the right thing, he'd rather preach in front of 10 people that's going to take the word home and he can change 10 lives versus having 2,500 people and you had to acquiesce and water down, dilute, pervert
Yeah, I feel you.
what it's supposed to be to have these people feel welcome.
Mm-hmm.
All of this stuff. I mean, I grew up in the black church, so not everything was even perfect when I was younger.
Yeah.
We always had a gay choir director. They were the best ones.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
Mm-hmm.
They had the most flair.
Sure.
They had the most, they added the most to the songs.
Yep.
They made the songs singable. They made them, but he was gay.
Poppin'.
It was popping.
Yeah.
And you accepted that. Even if a guy wanted to be a choir director, you'd be like, is he gay?
You're right.
Like, you would automatically think that. I'm just being honest. People going to be like, oh, not my church. Your church, too. Yeah. And the world has just flooded the church, and the church is almost a street corner or a club. And that's why let me ask you something. Listen to me. This is 2022.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even going to go back that far. Let's go back to 1990.
Okay.
If a pastor even tried to introduce anything as...
They throw him the fuck out. You're out of here, man. You're
you
out
get
of
what
here.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the world is bigger than the church now.
Imagine if somebody twerked in church in 1990.
They would throw you out and you'd be covered in holy water, beaten, and drug out the church.
Might burn you out of steak. Bro.
Yeah, but see, if we had that mindset now, you anti whatever.
Yeah.
You anti-ick, whatever the first part of it is.
Right.
Whatever it is.
Yeah,
If you say, I just want a traditional church because this is what the word of God says. This is not even what I think. This is just what the Bible that I believe in. If you believe in something different, that's fine. I'm not even here to debate that.
Right.
I'm telling you what I believe, what you're doing, your behavior, your lifestyle, everything is outside of this construct. It's outside of what we're supposed to be doing. So you as a pastor, stop being worrying about your church being full and do it the right way, Jamal Bryant. You're trying to bring the world into the church. That's why you have a problem with temptation. That's why, let's talk real. That's why you cheating, bro. You putting yourself in a position to be tempted well beyond your means to handle it. I'm a man. A man always has to know his limitations. I understand that. I used to be a very lustful guy. I understand my challenges. I understand the arenas that I'm not going to be the strongest and the best version of myself. This dude just wants to be a star via the pulpit. I say that again. He want to be a star via the pulpit.
Yeah, you know what, man? That's a big thing too. You know, I followed this dude on Instagram, and like he was like a regular ass, like an influencer, like 2 years ago, and now he does like these prayer things every day, and like I don't know if he believes it or not. I mean, I assume he probably does, but
Mhm.
like, he's just really leaning into the whole. I'm a social media influencer for the church people. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, so like, there's a lot of that shit going on right now, man.
Well, the whole thing is because the lines aren't drawn deeply in the sand anymore. Think about,
Yeah.
okay, you guys are from a small area. Okay, so the people in your area, I'm imagining, without being there, but I'm imagining the people from your area that were religious
Yeah.
were religious.
Yeah.
This is how we gonna do it. You ain't gonna talk about it. I don't give a fuck what you believe. You better not say it. You better not try to change nothing we do. Because this is how they did it.
Some of those churches won't even have like electronic instruments. You know what I'm saying?
But based on their God and their teachings, listen, I never disrespect a person who don't believe exactly what I believe. Because the most important thing, whether you believe in Jesus, Allah, whatever you call them, they are better examples to listen. If Jesus don't exist, but I live my life to try to be like him, I'm a better person. Plain and simple. If you try to live like Allah, you're a better person. Long as you believe in something bigger than you. And the problem is, we're the fucking pinnacle now. And that's why the church is trash and garbage, man. That's why it's a club. That's why women feel comfortable coming to church naked. My mom, aunt, sister would have never. They're women of God, dynamic women of God. They understand what it means to be a woman. And being naked ain't one of them, especially in the house of God. You don't come to church. The outfit you wear to the club shouldn't be something you could wear to church.
Right. Right.
If you go into church dressed properly, tell me you wear that same outfit to a bar. If we're talking honest, hate me. Put in the comments. Y'all always do. Listen.
Yep.
Black people scared to hear the truth, and I'm tired, but I'm here for it. It frustrates me, but I'm here for it. We got to do better. The church is not the cornerstone of the black community.
Right.
In every black community, I'm talking about my city. In every black community, the worse the area was, the bigger the church was in the community. But the church was the cornerstone of the community.
Yeah.
The church was the cornerstone. The church was the power. The church was the hope. The church was the light. The church was, everybody went to the daycare at the church. You grew up. That's how you knew passages, you knew songs, you knew who God was. Black people, we didn't grow up not knowing God. We just made a conscious decision to go the other way. It's not that we didn't know, bro. Kids now don't even know Jesus. They don't even say their grace. Listen, your plate would have got smacked off the table if you ate food in my mother's house before you thank God for it. Because she knew she didn't provide it, he did.
Sure.
But for him, I could have woke up and couldn't go to work no more, son. Then what we do? But for him, that's why. So y'all see me talk crazy on here, but don't get it messed up. Understand who I am. So, and he working on me. I ain't saying I'm perfect. He working, but all this weed in the church, I'm tired of the world being invited. I'm tired of making it comfortable for you. You want to come to church dressed, and they got things you want to come to church as a transgender. You want to come to the. I don't want it comfortable for you. I don't want it comfortable for you. I want my traditional church. I don't want all this foolishness. I don't want when I go to the parking lot of the church because there's a grow house on site, it smells like loud.
Right. Right.
All the deacons' eyes yellow. In essence, they drug dealers. The church is a plug.
Right. Sure.
Because you got a person that don't even love God or believe in God buying pounds from you now. So how do you preach against coming to work, coming to church high? How do you preach against alcoholism? How do you preach against opiates when you sell weed?
Right. True. Very true.
You've diluted everything, bro. Now you're an anchor. You're not a lifesaver. You're an anchor. Whatever they grab from your church going to drag them down. That's the state we in, bro. And that's why the world the way it is. That's why these dark things are happening in the world and nobody has an answer. And everybody, the first thing they want to say, well, why would God let it happen? Why are we letting the preacher sell weed?
Right.
Why he feel comfortable enough talking about it?
Do you think they're gonna let him do it?
This dumbass world, this generation, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go to the church where we got a dispensary on site.
On site, man.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Bibles and blunts.
Branded.
Yeah, Bibles and blunts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Coming to a city near you.
Yes. We got the Spirit of God. Ignore that smell.
Yeah. Right.
So now if I light a blunt on in the parking lot of the church, am I wrong?
Nah.
We sell it.
Mm-hmm.
So what is this? This not even a slippery slope, yo. This just a cliff we stepping off.
Sure.
It's not even a slope anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sickened by it. Jamal Bryant, you trash, bro.
Mm.
And I'm not even holding you down for fucking on everything and just trying to be I'm not, because who am I to cast the first stone with that?
Sure.
But at some point, bro, you gotta step down, bro. This ain't for you.
Chill out with that. Yeah.
This not for you. Go be in the world, Jamal Bryant. Go, the connections you made in the world, go use them. But step out the pulpit and live the life you really want.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's my take on that, man. But that's another one on the can, man. Y'all get at me in the comments. Let me know what y'all think, man. We love y'all so much for supporting us, man. You can catch us once again on IG, TikTok. Man, go to YouTube. Hit that subscribe button, man. Subscribe to the dopest podcast in the world, man. Be a part of everything we doing. We got so much dope content coming in 2023. So, man, just be a part of it. Get on the train now. Don't be no bandwagon motherfucker in 6 months. Get on the train now. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube, man. And on behalf of me, Russ Parham, my man, Jake James, my man, Miles Hex, bro, we love y'all, man. Stay up, yo. Keep supporting the dopest podcast on the planet. Peace.
See you next time.